What's going on, Orlando Magic fans? You guys are back with the Sixth Man Show. It is May 12th, 2020, coming at you with a bonus episode. You guys did not see this one coming, but it is here nonetheless. So with the great guests that we've been having on lately, we've been doing our best to try to keep that going, and we think we've done a pretty good job with this one. So without further ado, we have Scooter Magruder. You guys might have heard of this guy. Sure you guys have. How are you doing, my friend? Thank you for coming on the show.
What up, though? 407, stand up.
The biggest
The
of facts.
Orlando Magic will win the NBA championship this year. If
year.
they have it.
Let's go.
If
He's
they-
bringing the energy.
with
That's all I'm
that
saying.
caveat, if they
I've
have
seen
it.
the future.
I mean,
Isn't today Mo Bamba's birthday? Like,
It
bro,
is.
You're not ready.
Let's do
You're
this.
not ready.
the players supposedly reportedly getting back in the arena, the practice facility tomorrow for individual volunteer workouts.
Yup, they invited me. I was like, no, I can't. I got it.
You can't do it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, they were
Yeah.
like, we need a third backup point
Right.
guard. I was like, if you need me in the playoffs, let me know. But like right
Right.
now, I gotta
You got to
gotta
rest.
quarantine.
I understand. I
Exactly.
understand.
You feel-
We
yeah, we
completely understand. And Scooter, talking about quarantine, what have you been doing? Because Jonathan and I have been playing a lot of Warzone, been
Yes.
working from home, and it's unprecedented times right now, man. Like what have you been up to?
We are definitely living in strange and peculiar times
Mm-hmm.
right now, Luke. Honestly, though, everyone's like, "Oh, I'm so bored." No, I have way too much work right now. Like more work than I would normally. I don't really understand all the people who are like, "I'm so bored. I have nothing to do." I literally have been working nonstop since quarantine ended, trying to get things going with the gaming channel,
Mm-hmm.
trying to get my merch launched,
Plug and
starting
plug.
different
Plug.
video series. It's a whirlwind, but that is the life of a content creator, though.
And you were not shy about the fact that your latest NFL draft video bodied you, in your words. You
Oh
were
my
getting
gosh.
bodied. So how did what was kind of the reason there? Without giving too much information, I guess, but I'm sure there's a lot of behind the scenes that you couldn't quite.
Well, first off, I forgot how I did it the year prior. And the year prior, I had my friend, my cameraman, come over. We just stayed up all night, and we got the piece to air on NFL Network. So we did a piece for the NFL. We stayed up all night, did it, got it out, and I just pulled an all-nighter and got it out.
Right.
This one was not like that. This one, I was like, oh, we'll just shoot in the morning. Then the morning came, and I was like, I still hadn't written all the 32 teams. It was a different type of draft too, because there was a lot of different things that happened. Like the year prior, there weren't that many big moments.
Right.
No one was drafting Jalen Hurts in
Yeah.
the second round last year. CeeDee Lamb. I don't really know if there was that many big of storylines of people falling. But I feel like this year it was just a lot different. So it was a lot more writing.
Yeah.
I didn't want to put on 32 shirts. I was just like,
That's got to be the
Right.
hardest thing of all of that, is just the constant wardrobe change.
The draft was just so weird in general, and like Scooter said, there was a lot of stuff that went on player-wise and draft-wise of players falling and players going ahead of where you thought they'd go. But then you've got Roger Goodell leaning into people booing him as he's done, but he had him do it from a TV screen where he booed and he pumped him up, and the whole thing was weird.
bizarre. Definitely bizarre. I think the less they can get Roger Goodell in front of a camera, the better for the NFL as a whole.
And he stayed around longer than usual too.
Yeah,
We were, going on the
whole
he was getting bodied.
That-
That's who was getting
yes.
bodied.
The definition of bodied was Roger Goodell right there. But
Just
but
leaning
Scooter,
back in the leather chair, all of it.
yeah, and Scooter, for people that might not know who you are, chances are that means that they might have just stumbled upon this video and never have heard of you before.
They
so
don't have the internet.
They don't have the internet. They're not a Magic fan. They're not a Cowboys fan. They're not a Gator fan, apparently.
See, here's the thing, though. You guys say that, but no, there's so many Cowboys fans who have no idea who I am. So many Gator fans who have no idea who I am. And every year, it refreshes. A new crop of people come in who haven't heard of me. So
And what can you tell
that's
those
the
people?
best part, though. That's the best part.
tell them a little bit about the videos you make, because you're not just tying yourself down to those things. So kind of tell the people what videos you make, maybe how you got started, and what kind of got you set on that path of making videos.
So the videos that I make primarily right now are sports comedy videos.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of reactionary videos to like big sports events. So the NFL draft, I made a things NFL draft fans say, or things fans said during the NFL draft. Huge Cowboys fan, so I do a reaction video for every game. But recently, I've gone into phase 2.
Oh boy.
Phase 1, we just completed 8-year process. We're entering into phase 2 right
This
now.
is like Marvel. Long term.
Exactly. The Magruder Cinematic Universe, MCU.
Perfect.
Phase 2 involves me having conversations with myself more. So if you ever seen like SEC shorts, I'm trying to get on their level. I'm trying to elevate my game. People love videos when you're having conversations with yourself. So I'm trying to move more into that content. It's more fresh, more fun for me to edit. Don't have to put on 32 shirts.
Always a solid.
Doesn't have to be as timely. Because the hardest thing about doing the videos I do is turning them around so fast.
Right.
Because literally the day after, no one really cares that much. You wait 2 days to put out a video, you're done.
Right.
So phase 2.
Listen, phase 2. You guys heard it here first. It's coming.
That is true.
Scooter talking to himself.
Cinematic Universe on its way to a theater near you. If we ever get back into movie theaters, that is, with quarantine.
That is true. Who knows?
So talking more a little bit about like how you got started and everything like that. Obviously, we're an Orlando Magic podcast. People that are familiar with you, at least in our realm of things, know that you're a big Magic fan. So talk to us a little bit about like your fandom, maybe some of your earliest Orlando Magic moments, your favorite Magic moments, all that good stuff.
I grew up a Magic fan. I'm from Orlando, born in Orlando, 407 represent. Dr. Phillips, let's go. Olympia, please sit down. Stop playing. So I just grew up a Magic fan. Like I would go to all the Magic camps, like Bo Outlaw, Daryl Armstrong. So that was pretty cool at a young age, just like being around other Magic players, like having them instruct you and coach you. We sucked pretty much that whole time up until, we got Dwight came along. Dwight, and then we had the Rashard Lewis, that like regime right there, Hito. So that was like kind of the golden era for Magic fans when we were like making a lot of noise. Courtney Lee missing the layup.
That's how Luke greeted me this morning with that video.
I sent it to him.
If Courtney Lee makes that shot, the Magic go on to win the series. Dwight stays. Who knows what could have happened?
Right.
Corona might not have even happened. We don't know.
My entire life
we
is
don't know
different.
these things.
No lie, Scooter. This morning, I woke up, and I don't remember how I got there, as it often is the case with YouTube videos. I stumble across Courtney Lee misses alley-oop layup in the final.
It was so it was like
it was a goaltend on Pau Gasol, technically. Like, if we want to really get into the NBA rule book,
he should have just yammed it. Like, why just yam it?
And that's how I woke Jonathan up that way this morning. I texted him, and I was like, hey, man, I woke up this way, so...
Also, shouts out to Jonathan. Recently engaged. Hype.
Oh,
let's go.
Jonathan Isaac. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
No, and... Yes.
Oh, you're talking about this wait
I was like,
we can go
wait a
there.
minute.
We can go there. Jonathan
I traveled
Isaac
back in time.
I was like, he got engaged. He got a kid on the way.
I was like, what? Number 2? That's all right.
No, but yeah, Jonathan Isaac did get engaged recently.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Nobody saw coming because he doesn't put his personal life out there, which I respect that.
Smart.
And he just said, guys, I'm engaged. When he was on the show, Scooter, he got really pumped about us saying that, I have a child on the way, Jonathan has a kid, and another kid on the way.
Now, here's the real question. Do we have the names picked out?
I do.
Because I would suggest Cameron. I'm just saying unisex could go either way.
Right. Now, would you prefer Cameron
Magruder,
or Scooter?
Sylvia.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do Scooter to anyone.
Yeah.
I just would not do that.
How did that come about?
That's a choice the child has to make on their own.
Right. And where did that come about? Like Jonathan was saying.
Scooter came about 6th grade, Southwest Middle School, Mr. Ferrioli's science class. Shouts out to Mr. Ferrioli.
Oh, what a name.
Just like as a dare, like a teacher said, Mr. Ferrioli, he went out and he's like, all right, tell me your name or what you want to be called. So just literally off the cuff, I looked over to the person next to me. I don't even remember who was next to me. I was like, I'm going to tell him Scooter. I'm going to tell him everyone calls me Scooter. And they're like, You won't do it. And I was like, who won't? Who won't do it?
What grade were you?
6th grade.
Yeah, 6th grader will do anything for attention.
And
too.
the thing is, I told him that. He looked at me, gave me a look, shrugged it off. But he started calling me Scooter. I mean, when you're in 6th grade, no one knows your real name anyways. So the fact that a teacher is calling me Scooter, people in 6th grade just assumed it was my name.
So that kind of carried on, and were your social media handles immediately Scooter Magruder, or did you start out with Cameron?
You know, I'm glad I had the foresight at a young age to get all of my usernames as Scooter Magruder. Right. So, like, you go back, I got the OG YouTube username, Scooter Magruder, Twitter, OG, Scooter Magruder. I just made, at a very early age, my branding was on point.
That's pretty impressive. I mean, even Drake, for the longest time, did not own the @Drake Twitter handle. I forget what it was, but it wasn't Drake. And I remember him tweeting at the kid, like, hey, like, give me my username.
Which, how much money do you want?
Exactly.
2,000.
Exactly.
Just take it.
Yeah.
But no, that's incredible. That's like the thing that we love is hearing how people became Magic fans and how their fandom grew. Like you mentioned, the glory days of Hito and Dwight and Rashard.
Definitely born into it.
Yeah.
Definitely born into the family.
It's not a choice. It's just something that you inherit.
Yes.
Right.
But I mean, I feel like we're on the upswing. And honestly, I feel like Jonathan Isaac is the centerpiece. He is what we build around. We've heard the comparisons. Now it's just we wait back and see what happens.
The biggest comparison in like the most common comparison that you hear is Andrei Kirilenko. And like I get it, but I just think Jonathan Isaac has the potential to be so much better than Andrei Kirilenko.
Yes. I mean
so much more.
AK wasn't he 47? Was that his number?
It's probably the best basketball nickname of all time.
AK-47.
He was Russian.
Raw. He was raw.
It's too fitting.
Yeah. It was he was good, but I think we're talking about something a little bit different.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Have you ever stood next to him?
Have not. Seen him on a Zoom call. He's still really tall on the computer.
I've stood next to Jonathan Isaac and Mo Bamba. And
so you were definitely out of sorts in that situation.
Well, the problem is we were sitting down initially.
Oh.
I just ran into Jonathan at the airport one day. He just came up to me. And we were sitting down. So the difference wasn't like as noticeable.
Right.
And then we stood up, and that's when I was like, oh, okay.
And
I get it.
Scooter, you and I have met once before at the University of Florida campus.
Go Gators.
Go Gators. And you're a little taller than I thought you'd be. I don't know how tall I thought you were.
Yeah, I'm not short. I'm 6'1".
You're not a short guy. Yeah, you're 6'1". And
they're like a ruler taller than me. So, like, just think, however tall you are, looking at a 4-foot individual. That's what they are looking at me like.
Right.
So.
Yeah, they're big boys.
I would hate to play basketball against them.
Yeah.
Because the lank.
Most people do.
The lank alone, I'm done.
Yeah.
That's why I never made it to the NBA.
Listen, Scooter, you might not have made it to the NBA, but there were some, I think, Instagram videos, maybe on your story, that you put up. I have no idea where you were. I can't remember. But you were dribbling the ball and seemed like you were pretty skilled.
Oh, you will get served buckets. LA Fit. I have 3 gym memberships. Hopefully, I'm not getting charged right now because I can't go to them.
Right.
Because ball is life. You will get served buckets.
Throw you the alley.
Okay, don't make any YouTuber out there. What's up? Okay, you don't want this. You do not want this.
They don't. I don't know what. Just kind of like with your height, I wasn't sure what your basketball skills were like. You posted this video. You were in a gym or something. I'm just killing me not remembering where you were. But I remember replying. I was like, I didn't know you had it like that. And it is what it is.
You will get sauced. You will get sauced. Yeah. I could have gone D2 anywhere in the nation.
Right.
D2.
Yeah. That's,
But you went on to bigger and better things.
Exactly. I mean, I realized at an early age, Dr. Phillips, when I was going there, was a powerhouse at basketball at the time. We were really good at basketball. Mm-hmm. So I realized junior year, I was like, I could do it if I really wanted to. Mm-hmm. I could apply myself and practice every day and only train and only play basketball. Maybe make it small D1 school.
What year did you graduate high school?
07. Class president. Let's go.
So
stand up.
Listen, if you go college, the D2 route, we don't get the video reasons why Santa can't be black.
That's not there. There's no Gator videos probably because that's where my fandom came in.
Right.
Who knows? And I might be an accountant. Who knows the route I would have ended up.
Where did that I just touched on it, but where did that come from? The idea for reasons why Santa can't be black. You went on to do why he can't be Hispanic.
Oh, so when I first started making YouTube, all my videos were just basically recreations of my favorite YouTubers' videos. Mm-hmm. And so at the time, I think I was I loved watching Kev Jumba. I just loved watching Kev Jumba and Ryan Higa at the time. The Asian YouTubers. They were the biggest Asian YouTubers at the time.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Really some of the biggest YouTubers, period, not just Asian.
Right.
But I just love the way that they did their videos. So why Santa Can't Be Black was just sort of modeled after how Kev Jumba was doing some of his videos. And I was just let me put my spin on this. Mm-hmm. And I was turned out pretty well. That video actually got on TV. So
yeah, and you've been on TV quite a few times.
I was on the Today Show routinely before I started doing only exclusively sports content. And they actually flew me out to be on the show. So I met Kathy Lee and Hodo back when that was going on.
That's awesome.
Yeah. How did that come about? Because I know you've had.
Oh, they just shared my videos on their show, almost weekly at one point, and so they just one of the producers let's fly him out here.
That's crazy.
That's the life right there. And a moment ago, we talked about kind of what almost was, or what could have been. And we were really reminded of that pretty recently. I'm sure a lot of people, maybe you've seen The Last Dance, the MJ documentary. This last week, they touched on the 1995 series where Nick Anderson famously steals the ball. The Magic go on to win that series and lose, unfortunately, in the NBA Finals. 4 missed free throws from Nick Anderson.
I'm glad they cut that out.
They did cut that out. We really appreciated that. It had nothing to do with Michael Jordan, so it really just would have been wrong to do that.
They didn't have to talk about the next series either. Next year when we played them and got thumped.
Swept. Yeah,
but they didn't have
to talk about
that
at all.
Yeah, that was unnecessary.
But watching that episode, what was your takeaway from that? And really this documentary as a whole, what is your biggest takeaway from that documentary?
Positive or negative?
My biggest takeaway is that every dude at LA Fitness talks the same amount as trash as Michael Jordan.
Right.
But do they back it up,
only Jordan was the one who could back it up.
Right.
Because these guys are trash, is what I'm trying to say.
And then you have to serve them.
How do you talk trash and you're trash? That's what I want to know.
Right.
Where is the...
Italian people speak Italian, so it makes sense.
I'm just
Just saying, if you're trash, you speak trash.
I don't understand. I like Jordan's... I would have liked to have heard the trash talk. I would like to, just so I can increase my levels of trash, because I am a trash talker.
Take a couple notes.
Yes, exactly. I am a trash talker. People want to fight me when we play basketball.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Psychological warfare. It's a part of the game.
Now, because you talk about that, Jonathan and I have talked about this in a recent recording, but now that we're coming into these times where we don't think we're going to have fans in stadiums and arenas for at least a season. What is your take on if they happen to mic up maybe all these players and we just get to hear trash talk the entire game?
I need an ESPN live uncut feed. That's what I need.
And ESPN might
no
be
edits.
They might be introducing that. Jonathan brought that up the other day.
I will pay more to hear the raw
100%.
audio.
They're not. They're doing it. Yeah.
I was saying that, with this MJ documentary, we've heard more MFs than we've ever heard on television before. Maybe that's ESPN testing the water, see how people receive that, and maybe they go along with that for the NBA broadcast. If we get basketball back, who knows?
Anything is possible at this moment.
Like Kevin Garnett said.
One of my mottos is experimentation is key.
Well, we could take that a bunch of different ways, but I think we're going to take that opportunity to kind of transition into one of our favorite segments on the show, as Luke cannot breathe now, so I'll take the first question here. So rapid fire, that's one of our favorite parts of the show. We try to do that with each one of our guests. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen really quickly here. So the Magic posted this a couple weeks back. So what we would love to know is, out of these jerseys, you have to pick 3 for the Magic to wear for the rest of eternity. Which 3 are you going with?
Definitely got to go black pinstripes. The very first one, 25. Stop lying.
Respect it. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to eliminate bottom right off rip. That's gone.
That's terrible, Scooter.
Color scheme.
Got to say, I agree.
No,
right.
It's not.
Well,
it's
I'm
new,
wearing those
it's
shorts right now.
It's alternative. I like it, but it's alternative. We can't wear it forever.
All right.
So we go 25. We got to go. Ooh. We got to go number 1. Super freaky old school. Far right. 4. Number 4. Number 4.
Gotcha.
Respect that
4.
as well.
Super freaky. And you know what? Let's just end with a more traditional. So we'll go number 8.
Number 8.
So you're talking
more traditional, more like off the.
But they brought in the black, side panels.
So for those of you listening to the podcast, so Scooter eliminated 12, which is the city jersey right off the rip. We're not doing the orange
rip.
As much as these guys love the
we
Gators.
We can't wear it forever.
Can't wear it forever.
It's good for the moment. It's good 2020, 2021, 2023. Good.
Not forever.
Not forever.
Scooter also then went with number 1, which is the classic Shaq and Penny black jersey with white pinstripes. And then he went with number 4 here, which is the Tracy McGrady, Darryl Armstrong era, Bo Outlaw of the white home, star jerseys. And then he is going with number 8, the statement jerseys from this year, the all blue with the black panels on the side, which I wasn't really all that crazy about at first, but they have really grown on me, I've got to say. For me, the one that I always have to go back to is, which was number 3, which was the blue with the white pinstripes. To me, that's just the cleanest NBA jersey in the history of the NBA. That's not up for discussion, in my opinion.
I just was balancing between like home and away. So
right. I'm not disrespecting it. Everybody's got their own preference. That's just my personal take. Next question. I think you're really going to like this one. I thought of this last night, or you might hate it as well. But I was prepping for the interview. I'm like, man, what could I ask Scooter? So we're going start 1, bench 1, cut 1, and why. You have to tell us why. We're going Romo, Tebow, Dak Prescott. I know it's hard.
We're going to start Tony Romo.
Okay. Why?
Because we need to see what he can do with the new weapons.
Okay.
We haven't seen
I respect that.
We haven't seen what Romo could do with Zeke behind him, with the CD
No
Lamb.
love for DeMarco Murray?
DeMarco was good, but he's not Zeke.
Right. Okay.
He is not Zeke.
Fair.
And you saw, the thing is, it's our line too. Our line is part of the success for the Cowboys. So we're starting Romo. We're gonna bench Dak Prescott, and we're cutting Timothy. Timothy's got to go.
Luke cannot believe what's happening right now.
Timothy's got to go. Listen, Dak is a proven quarterback. Tebow was proven in college. Still unproven because he wasn't given the chance in the NFL.
You just shattered Luke's heart into a million pieces.
Well, I'm not so much shattered as I am maybe a little offended. And I don't know. It's like I want to give you another shot, but I know your answer is going to be the same.
Who are you cutting instead
Well, see, I don't know if
You
I'm
can't
coming at
cut
this from
Romo, and you
mean,
cannot cut Dak.
we can cut him
Tebow
from
is
holding
the
field goals,
only
but-
answer.
Listen, I get it. I think you're coming at this too NFL minded, Scooter. I think it's too NFL minded. I think if you
I'm
say,
trying to win ball games. I am starting Romo for the moment.
I'm so happy I
gets
asked
injured?
this question.
Put Dak in.
That's
This is
fine.
the best thing I've done all day.
That's fine. Tebow's won more things than Romo. It's fine. That's all right.
Let's move on. Next question. We can talk about this later, boys.
Oh, fine.
Here we go.
We'll move on.
Counter question.
What?
Start, sit, cut.
Okay.
Daryl Armstrong
Oh,
in his prime.
Okay.
this is going to be disrespectful. I feel it.
Steve Francis in his
Ooh.
prime. Or Markel Fultz this year.
This this year. Okay. Are we going chemistry or are we just going solely off of talent?
Like, do I have to win a championship this year with start, bench, cut?
Same rules you gave me.
Okay.
Start, sit, and cut. That's all you get.
All right, I'm going to start Steve Francis because we saw the upside of Steve Francis at his best. He was like all-star caliber, right? We
He
have
was
not
older,
seen
though.
that.
You gotta. So
This
it's
is
when
true.
they were on the Magic. He was older. He was older.
No, I
He was
understand
in
that.
his
But
twilight.
even his best as a Magic player, he's all-star caliber, right?
Okay.
We haven't
Okay.
seen the level, maybe consistency out of Fultz, but I feel like a backup, that's like as good as you're getting from a point guard is Markel Fultz, whether the jump shot is there, whether it ever progresses or not. And as much as it pains me to say, I'm cutting the underdog. I'm cutting the underdog.
Are you cutting Daryl Armstrong?
I'm cutting Daryl Armstrong. I believe that wholeheartedly in Markel Fultz.
How old are you?
I am 26 years old.
Okay.
So Daryl Armstrong at the very tail end
Okay.
of my Magic memory.
So you saw a little
It starts with Tracy McGrady.
You saw a little bit of it.
A
Okay.
little bit
I
of
think-
Daryl Armstrong.
I think it has a lot. Daryl Armstrong's best season was 16-6, and 90. What year was 99? And I think that Steve Francis, he averaged 20 a game with the Magic,
Right.
maybe more. And
So
I think for the benefit of this conversation and entertainment, I'm starting Steve Francis. No, I'm doing it. I'm benching Markel Fultz, and we are cutting Daryl Armstrong. Call it recency bias.
He's a fan favorite. He played for so long with the Orlando Magic, so I understand it. But like you said, we're trying to win ball games.
okay.
It's a difference of
Scooter,
opinion here.
This is how I felt when you put winless Tony Romo as a starter and Tebow on the bus home. That's how I
check the
felt.
stats. Check the stats.
That's fine.
Stats don't lie.
Okay, Luke, what you got for us?
I don't know if I have anything. I'm baffled at this point. This conversation and rapid fire.
We've got to keep it going.
The most controversial. I'm okay. Fine. We'll ask another one. All right, Scooter, you threw me for a loop, but that's okay. We're getting back on track. Which Magic player, past or present, do you compare your skills on the court to?
DJ
all time.
Augustine.
Okay.
Because when you're a point guard, you want to play like DJ. This man is like so smooth with it. Like you could think of even like Jameer Nelson. Jameer Nelson was raw,
Facts.
but it didn't look as smooth as how DJ does it. Like he's so smooth. The man, what is he like, 33, and he's playing like he's 23.
His game definitely ages very well. I would agree with that.
It's like that is the type of player I need to be at LA Fitness. I need
The
DJ
Meerkat was
Augustine.
working with a little bit more muscle, so he had the ability to be a little bit more physical, so it didn't always have to be as smooth. But I respect it. DJ Augustine, that's not a bad comp at all.
But the question, Scooter, here is, do you have the same clutch gene as DJ Augustine game 1 against the Toronto Raptors?
When the game is on the line, it's Magruder time. Write it down. I'm just letting you know.
Is that coming on a T-shirt soon? When the game is on the line, it's Magruder time?
because I'm trying to tell you. I'm taking the last shot. Okay. What did MJ say? Me.
He said that's a stupid question.
That's dumb. Pass me the ball. Give me the ball.
Mm-hmm.
The heck? I don't care if I haven't scored. Give me the ball.
Mm-hmm.
All right, our last rapid fire question here, because you have been getting into gaming lately. You've been streaming and making those videos. So you're deserted on an island. You have a little bit of technology. You can only bring 3 video games with you. Could be past or present. Which 3 video games are you bringing on that island?
Do I have internet access?
Of course
on the
you do.
island?
Yeah,
You're
have
playing
to.
multiplayer. You're playing
Yeah.
kids online.
Okay. So we're going with. I just got to go with what I'm playing right now.
Okay,
because I'm-
that's fair.
So we're going with Animal Crossing. I'm on an island, making my own island. It's like
Got
Inception.
bells. Yeah, I gotcha.
Animal Crossing is crucial, okay? Because I'm telling you. First of all the girls have Animal Crossing. So
I've heard.
dudes, what are you doing if you don't
Get
have
off
Animal
Tinder.
Crossing?
Get on Animal
What?
Crossing.
Exactly. Give them
Right.
the dodo code. They don't care. They don't come out swiping right or no. They want the bells. They want the dodo codes. They got what are the prices of turnips? Animal Crossing, number 1. We got to have a shooter of some sort. So I would say Modern Warfare, but then they're just going to come out with another one next year. So
True.
you know what? I haven't even played this game that often recently, but we're going Fortnite because I believe that they will innovate even further in the coming years.
Is that a
They're
Fortnite
repping.
shirt, by the way?
He's repping the shirt.
This is a Fortnite shirt.
Yeah.
This
so you
is a
kinda had to
Fortnite
give that one.
shirt. We'll go Fortnite because of the innovation factor.
Okay.
I can listen to live concerts and stuff
Right.
in
That's
true.
Fortnite on
Now-
the desert island.
Now, you brought it up, so I have to ask, is Fortnite, in your mind, the best Battle Royale game of all time?
I mean, I feel like the genre is new, so it's kind of hard to say if
I mean, you got
It's
Warzone.
the
you,
best.
You got PUBG. You got Apex. And
See,
then
here's the
Fortnite.
thing. It's like different flavor. It's like chicken, okay?
Mm,
Like
okay.
you have
Listening.
Chick-fil-A, you have Popeyes. Wendy's is good on some days.
Some days.
And it's just like, there's Zaxby's too. So
Right.
it's just like,
Zaxby's is
what are
good.
you in the mood for? You want Huey
Right.
Magoo's? Y'all had Huey Magoo? It's just like,
Have not.
it's a different flavor. It just depends on what you're in the mood for. So I would say maybe the last game, I've never even played this game, but I feel like the amount of things I could do in this game would help me survive until help came on the island. So I'm going Minecraft.
Yeah, you
Because I've
can't go
seen
wrong
the
with
things
Minecraft.
people can do. We're going ham.
You could build the Amway Center if you wanted to in Minecraft.
Exactly.
People have done it.
So I think
Yep.
I'm stranded. Give me Animal Crossing. Give me Fortnite just to survive and communicate with people. Give me Minecraft.
So let me clarify here, Scooter, because again, I feel a little hurt. NCAA college football.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like your 4th, 5th spot, or are they not even on the radar for you on that question?
For
Bringing
like
3
a video game.
Yeah, NCAA football. Sorry, the video game.
Listen, I used to run. This is what I used to do. I used to buy the NCAA game, play as Florida, create all 99 players across the board, win the national championship,
Yep.
make a 6'11" quarterback,
Right.
and then input that guy into the draft in Madden in my franchise and make sure I had the number 1 pick overall and select myself
Right.
as a 6'11" quarterback.
A grown
With
man.
99 speed.
You got Jonathan Isaac back there just slinging
exactly.
it. Just slinging it.
He can stiff arm you from the shotgun. It's just not fair.
That's awesome. Well,
I
Scooter,
like it, but I don't know. I don't know if I could bring it on the island because, like I said, if I'm there for more than a year, we're done.
right.
The new one's already out.
This is 100% facts. Well, Scooter, that's all that we've got for you, man. We really appreciate you coming on the show. This was a lot of fun, one of the most fun interviews that we've done so far. Welcome back on the show anytime. Do you have any last words for the Magic fans out there?
I'm a grown man.
Perfect.
Stop playing. You can follow me on any social at ScooterMagruder. Stop playing.
stop playing. You heard it from Scooter Magruder. Once again, man, thank you so much. For Scooter, for Luke, this has been Jonathan with a 6-man show, and we will catch you guys next time. See ya.